Hi there, welcome to be on Lunch with Hirok, and we are now live on Lunch with Hirok, and today we're doing part 2 of the pagan diet, and the first part of it is personalizing your diet. Even if you understand all the distinctions between the different types of fat and the effects on the body, you can't know for sure the effects these food will have on your body. Hi there. We are all unique, and each of us require a different individualized approach to our health. One size fits all medication is a thing of the past. There's no single prescription for what to eat, what works for everyone. The truth is, some people do better with more fat, even up to 70 to 80% fat, while others do better with more starch and carbohydrates such as whole grains or beans or sweet potatoes, although no one does well with large amounts of sugar and refined carbs. The best doctor is your own body. Listen to it. Pay attention. What makes it feel good or feel bad? Learn the medicine that works. As I've said many times, food is medicine, not just calories. It contains information or instructions that regulate your genes, your metabolism, your immune system, and even your gut flora. There are some emerging tests that can help you find out what patterns of eating might work best for you. High fat, low carb, or lower fat, higher carb. Even what type of exercise you might benefit from most. This is the study of nutrigenomics, which we use in functional medicine to personalize our approach. A few companies are now offering genetic tests that you can do on your own to help you make more personalized decisions. Much of the information you need is contained right in your own body. What I like to call the smartest doctor in the room. Your own body will give you direct and often immediate feedback about what works and what doesn't. If you need more or less fat, more or less carbs, more or less protein, it can even tell you what type of exercise works best for you. Your own blood work and your own story and family history all are amazing guides to personalizing your treatment. People who are more carbohydrate intolerant, otherwise known as diabetes, typically do better on a high-fat, low-carb diet. That's an easy way to tell what makes the most sense. Almost everyone does better on a higher-fat, lower-carb diet compared to the average American diet and Asian diet. But some may be able to tolerate a bit more healthy carbs, including whole grains, starchy veggies, beans, which again, you'll have to do some testing later on to find out which state of the pagan diet you can be on. Checking your blood work also can be very helpful in identifying carbohydrate intolerance. Ideally, you need a special cholesterol test called NMR done by LabCorp, or the Cardio HQ test done by Quest Diagnostics to check particle number and size. All other cholesterol tests are inadequate and provide incomplete information. Here's what to look for to determine if you are carbohydrate intolerant. High triglycerides over 100 mg per dl. low HDL, less than 50 mg per dl for a man and less than 60 mg per dl for a woman. High triglycerides to HDL ratio, over 1.1 or 2.1. So it's over 1.1 for guys and over 2.1 for ladies. Many LDL particles, over 1,000. Many small LDL particles, over 400. High insulin, over 5, fasting. High blood sugar levels, over 90 mg per dl. Elevated hemoglobin, A1C, over 5.5%. Measures average blood sugar. Abnormal insulin tolerant testing, which is fasting blood sugar and insulin levels at 30 minutes, 1 and 2 hours after a 75-gram drink of glucose. Fasting blood sugar should be less than 80 mg per dl. 30 minutes, 1 hour, 2 hour glucose should not rise above 110 mg per dl. Some say 120 mg per dl. Fasting insulin should be between 2 and 5 micro IU per dl. Anything greater than 10 micro IU per dl is significantly elevated. IU is international units. 30-minute, 1 hour and 2 hour insulin levels should be less than 25 micro IU per dl to 30 micro IU per dl. Anything higher than 30 micro IU per dl indicates some degree of insulin resistance. If you have abnormal values on these tests, you will tend to do better on a higher fat, lower carb diet. If you are totally normal, you may be able to include more healthy, starchy veggies, whole grains, and beans once you transition to the pagan diet. You can monitor these numbers and see how different approaches to eating will affect you. Testing your genes. Many of us would like to blame our parents. Hi, Mr. X-Man. Welcome on board. Many of us would like to blame our parents or our genes for our weight or health problems. It would be easy to say that you are the genes for obesity or diabetes, that your parents and grandparents were overweight or had diabetes or heart disease, so you do too. But the world of genetics is much more complicated than that. Each of us has about 20,000 genes. Approximately 99% of those genes are identical to every other human being on this planet. The other 1% is what makes us unique. You have about 112 million variations on those genes called single nucleotide polymorphism, or SNP for short, which influence every function of your body, including your need for vitamins, your ability to detoxify your body, and your tendency towards inflammation, heart disease, cancer, and much more. These SNPs also influence your weight and metabolism and your ability to process or manage fat in your diet. Every day we are learning more about this SNP. Hi Peter, welcome on board. And how they influence our health. We know enough today to start using genetic tests to help personalize our approach to health and nutrition. Soon we'll be able to take a swab of our cheek and send it in, and for a few $100s know our whole genome and match our food, supplement, and exercise needs to the percentage of the variance in body weight among people. Okay, sorry, few $100s know our whole genome and match our food, supplement and exercise needs to our own genes, optimizing function and metabolism. Up to 40 to 50% of the variance in body weight among people may be due to genetic factors, which is why different people respond differently to different diets. Hi Hoyin, welcome on board. For some, genetic testing helps to guide in personalizing recommendations. There are some genes that help to tailor your approach to your diet. Okay, let's see. Some of you require more of each thing and some of you require less of each thing. Okay, I'm going to tell you a few things. These are the kind of tests you'll find in a home test kit. FABB2. This one influences your absorption and metabolization of fat. PPARG affects your insulin function, fat burning, and cholesterol levels. ADRB2 affects how your body metabolizes fat from fat cells for energy. ADRB3 affects how your body breaks down fat. APOA5 regulates triglycerides. APOA2 affects the risk of obesity, cholesterol metabolism, risk of heart disease, and risk of diabetes. MC4R affects your energy intake and expenditure and appetite control. FTO regulates appetite, temperature, and nervous and hormonal systems. TCF7L2 regulates blood sugar, including insulin secretion and action. ADBR3 affects your responsiveness to exercise and fat burning. Hi Jones, welcome on board. ADBR3 affects your responses to exercise and fat burning. PLIN affects fat storage related to obesity. TNF-A affects inflammation, which can affect blood sugar control and cholesterol abnormalities. LDL removes cholesterol from circulation. So high LDL, like what doctors say is bad for you, is wrong. Huh? So you have to know what does LDL work for you. CETP regulates metabolism of HDL and levels of blood cholesterol. APOA1 regulates the production of HDL, which is what they're saying is good cholesterol. APOC3 plays a key role in cholesterol and triglycerides metabolism. APOE plays an important role in the breakdown of triglycerides and cholesterol. DRD2 affects the dopamine receptors in your brain and your risk of addiction to sugar and refined carbs. Now, these are the list of some of the genes that you would want to test for in a home test kit. You can see this particular website for more details. It's called www.eatfatgetthin.com. You'll find all the details there. Okay, this person who wrote this thing says in this way, he was interested in this area and he was intrigued because he had a strong family history of heart disease and high cholesterol. And he wanted to see what his test results showed. So he went through his test results and this is what he see. He discovered that he was genetically very lucky. He had only one highly impacted gene, which put him at a risk of being highly carbohydrate intolerant, which was the PLIN. It was not surprising since when he ate refined carbohydrates and sugar, he gained a lot of belly fat. Okay? He also had a MC4R gene variation, which made him want to overeat. So he had to watch himself a lot. Okay? His triglycerides were a bit higher than expected, so he had to clean up his everyday diet. It was enlightening for him to learn that he had APOA5 and APOA3 genes, which helped to know that olive oil and MUFAs and fewer carbs had to be in his diet. So he couldn't eat so much unsaturated fats. As you progress on this program, don't forget to listen to your body. How do you feel? Are you losing weight? Is your energy dramatically increased? Are your aches and pains better? Is your brain fog gone? Brain fog happens at about 1 to 3 p.m. when you are very full after your lunch and you're having a brain fog. Remember, your body is the best barometer of what works and what doesn't. Over the next few days, I will go through with you how to do the 21-day test to find out whether you can do a pagan diet or not, whether you should be on a high carb or a high fat diet. So I'll go through with you this next few days. That means on Saturday and Sunday, I'll go through with you on this. On Saturday and Sunday, I also have Late Night with Hirok, which is about motivation, mindset change, how to listen to different things, how to read, how to educate yourself, how to motivate yourself. So I'll go through with this with you on Saturday and Sunday. And thank you for being with me on Lunch with Hirok. If you find this of great value to you, please share it with the rest of the world. Please share it with your friends and family. Let us help make us all healthy together through nutrition and education. Thank you for watching. Have a good night in America. Have a great day in Singapore. It's TGIF. We can say it's thank God it's Friday, but I would say that thank God we're having great education. Bye-bye.